Okay, good day everyone. We are from Group 1. We would like to present our presentation about work ethics and values across culture. So here are the members of our group. Consists of me, myself, Wulan Cantika, and then Alyaa Savina, Bagus, Setya, and Mochammad Wafi. Okay, starting from the general concept of work ethics and values across cultures, work ethics and values might vary across cultures due to differences in beliefs, customs, and historical conditions. Cultural values are important in forming ethical beliefs and behaviors. Managers and business leaders must be able to successfully navigate and balance these cultural differences. However, it is important to be aware of these cultural differences to effectively address social and ethical issues related to globalization and to avoid integrity problems in the workplace.
The next point is I will explain about the work ethics in the Western countries. So Western people have a strong work ethics. This culture happened because work is a necessity in order to earn a living. And then Western people believe that there are moral pressure to perform well and work hard has a root in Christian society, where leaders believed work was a vocation under God. Western culture, particularly in Protestant communities, believe that work was the recipe for salvation and save society and individual lives. And the next point is from a very age, children learn that work is important. Work is a duty that brings with a sense of dignity and pride, and the media portray working families as a norm. People that are hardworking are respectable because work is central to their culture. When someone asks, "What do you do?" they really mean, "What work do you do?" Even though work can be many other things than something you get paid to do, they mean what kind of paid work you do. Next is the work ethics in the Middle East. The Middle East conservative attitude and strong Islam related ties influence in their business attire. Men typically wear a conservative suits, minimal jewelry, and tie matching their pants and jacket color. Meanwhile, female business attire can vary greatly, with some countries allowing very conservative attire and others requiring public face covering. And the next point is there's no line drawn between personal and professional lives. Doing business in the Middle East revolves around personal relationships, such as family ties, trust, and honor. And then, it is uncommon for the rules to be banned slightly if strong connection to people, the right place are involved. Next is the work ethics in ASEAN's countries. East ASEANs have instead historically been thought to strive for the success and harmony of their group rather than individual glory. An example of how these differences and attitude carries over to work might be the case of an employee who had finished all his work for the day by about 5 p.m. And Isisian probably would stay until everyone was ready to leave and the manager had given permission to go. This permission might not come until the work had bonded by drinking until midnight at a nearby. The next point is the ethos of the Asian work ethic is that hard work pays off and contribute to a happy life. One such proverb is nothing impossible to willing mind. As Asians use fierce determination and diligence to achieve their goals, whatever they may be.
Now we're going to talk about the importance of understanding the different work ethics and values. Understanding different work ethics and values in cross-cultural context is vital for fostering effective collaboration and communication in a diverse workplace. Different cultural backgrounds often bring varying expectations, communication style, and approaches to work. Being aware of these differences enables individuals to navigate potential conflicts, build trust, and create a more inclusive environment. Recognizing and respecting diverse work ethics promotes adaptability, personal growth, and professional development. In a globalized world, this knowledge is essential for businesses seeking success on an international scale, allowing them to engage with clients, partners, and colleagues from different cultures more effectively. Ultimately, cross-cultural understanding contributes to the creation of harmonious and productive work environments where individuals appreciate and leverage the strengths that arise from cultural diversity.
Alright, for this part, I want to talk about what happens if a value is breached either by a company or by the employees. The first thing that we know when workplace ethics and value are breached either by a company or its employee, it can lead into a variety of negative consequences. These consequences may affect the individuals involved, the company as a whole, and even stakeholders beyond the organization. Here are some potential outcomes. The first thing is damage to reputation. For example, if a company is found to engage in unethical practices such as fraud, discrimination, or environmental violation, its reputation can be severely damaged. This can result in a loss of trust from customer, investor, even the public. The second thing is legal consequences. For example, violating laws or regulation such as labor law or anti-discrimination law can lead to a legal action and fine. For instance, if a company is found guilty of a workplace harassment, it may face lawsuit and financial penalties. And the next thing is employee disengagement. For example, if employees perceive that the company or the college are acting unethically, it can lead to a decline in morale and engagement. This can affect productivity, teamwork, and overall job satisfaction. And the next thing is loss of talent. For example, if an employee may leave the organization if they disagree with or are uncomfortable with the company unethical practice. This loss of talent can hinder the company growth and success. The next thing is financial consequences. For example, unethical financial practices such as embezzlement or fraudulent account can lead to financial losses for the company. Investor may pull out and the company's stock value may decline. And then cultural conflicts. Breaches of ethic and value can lead to a cultural conflict within the organization. For instance, if there is a lack of diversity and inclusion, it may create a hostile work environment and negatively impact collaboration among employees. The next thing is regulatory scrutiny. Regulatory bodies may investigate companies that are suspected of unethical behavior, leading to increased scrutiny. This can result in fines, legal action, and even heightened regulatory oversight. Next thing is customer boycott. If your customer discover that a company is involved in unethical practices, they may choose to boycott the product or services. This can lead to a significant loss and revenue to a share to a marketplace. The last thing is erosion of trust. Breaches of ethics can erode trust not only among the employee but also between the company and its customer, partner, and even stakeholder. Rebuilding trust can be a challenging and time-consuming process. Alright, for this part, I want to talk about the Indonesian work ethics and value for foreigners that want to work here. This is important for a foreigner. The first thing is a respect for hierarchy and authority. Indonesian society values hierarchy and respect authority figures. In a workplace, it is important to acknowledge and show differences to seniority. The second thing is collectivism. Indonesian culture is a collectivist, emphasizing a group harmony and cooperation. Teamwork is highly valued and individuals are often expected to prioritize group goals over a personal one. The third thing is politeness and courtesy. Politeness is crucial in Indonesian culture. We use a formal title and polite language when communicating, especially with your superior and elders. The, sec- the next thing is face saving. The concept of saving face is important in Indonesian culture. You avoid a public confrontation or criticism and address issues privately to maintain harmony. The next is a patience and flexibility. The Indonesian often appreciate a patient and flexibility approach to work. Unexpected delay and changes are common in Indonesia, so adaptability is a key. The next thing is religious sensitivity. Indonesia is a diverse country with various religious beliefs, so be aware and respectful toward religious practices and holidays. Avoid scheduling important meetings during a prayer time. The next thing is indirect communication. Indonesians may use the indirect communication to convey message, especially if the information is sensitive. It's important to read between the lines and understand the context of the conversation. So, and the last thing is gesture of respect. The traditional gesture of greeting Indonesia is a slight bow with the heart pressed together in a prayer-like position known as salam. Learn and practice this local custom to show your respect. Okay then, so in conclusion, the global workplace is marked by diverse work ethics shaped by a cultural, historical, and societal factor. Understanding the distinct work ethic in the West, Middle East, and Asia is a vital success in a globalized business landscape. And a bridging cultural value can lead to severe consequences affecting the reputation, legality, and employee morale. Upholding ethical standards is a crucial for sustained success. In a world interconnected by business, embracing cultural diversity isn't just beneficial, it's essential for building harmonious and successful work environment. Thank you for your time and attention.